What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be discussing Microsoft and Discord, which has been it's a little bit of a rumor, I guess, really, at this point that's been kind of going around on this potential concept that Microsoft might be purchasing Discord for around $10 billion, okay? Now, this hit the news just a couple days ago, and ever since then, people have been kind of talking about it. It's been a pretty hot topic in the tech community ever since. Now, Microsoft has been recently making a lot of crazy purchases. I remember the Bethesda news, like that hit, and a lot of people were definitely a little surprised by that. They've been doing kind of, over the last few years, like this big consolidation in a way where, especially in the gaming elements of things, they've been just making all these big acquisitions and trying to kind of grow their brand even further. And if this news is to be trusted, they will be continuing this trend. So, Microsoft is in discussions with Discord to acquire the gaming-focused chat software for more than $10 billion US, according to sources talking to Bloomberg. Xbox chief Phil Spencer is said to be talking to Discord about the potential deal. VentureBeat reported earlier today that Discord was exploring a $10 billion plus sale after multiple potential buyers had expressed interest and that it signed an exclusive acquisition discussion with one party suggesting that a deal could be close. Bloomberg sources say the deal isn't imminent, however, with one person saying that Discord would be more likely to take itself public than to seek an acquisition. Now, Bloomberg names Epic Games and Amazon as companies that have also held discussions with Discord in the past. Discord has about 140 million monthly users and made $130 million in revenue last year, the Wall Street Journal recently reported. Though the company isn't yet profitable, its last valuation was $7 billion after a funding round in December generated $100 million. Discord software is free for most users, but the company makes money through $9.99 monthly Nitro subscriptions that offer more advanced features like higher resolution screen sharing, extra sticker packs, and larger upload limits. So if this goes down regardless, this is going to be a massive deal. Now, as of right now, Microsoft is the primary company being named in these talks, and it seems like if there's going to be any sort of sale, it's likely going to be to Microsoft. I mean, even considering the might of like Amazon and of course Epic Games as well, Microsoft is one of the largest companies on the planet. They have definitely the resources to make something like this happen. They clearly have a reason to do something like this, and it would definitely be pretty beneficial to the Xbox brand to have something like Discord alongside. So with all this, of course, there has been a lot of concern, and this is something that I'm also quite concerned about too. I use Discord pretty often, right, to talk to my friends while we're playing games. I primarily play on PC, so Discord is really the best option when it comes down to, like, you know, talking to people while you're playing games, having a decent user experience, things like that. Discord has definitely, I think, gotten a lot worse recently, but it's still far and beyond, I would say, the best game-focused chat software out there right now. But there's definitely a lot of concern over this. Now, one thing that people are definitely worried about is the potential inclusivity, I guess, of Discord in the future, I guess, of Xbox. Now, for instance, people are kind of worried that, say Microsoft goes through with this deal, they buy Discord, they could make it exclusive to, like, the Xbox platform, or they could prioritize their own platforms in some way. Obviously, Microsoft also owns the Windows brand, which most home computers run off of. So there's a lot of worry that something could end up happening with this, and, you know, Microsoft can pull some strings, they can make some changes, make some edits, I should say. And then next thing you know, tomorrow, right, like, Discord is going to be some sort of exclusive app. Now, this really isn't my personal number one concern, but I can kind of understand this. But I also really don't think that this is likely. I mean, you look at these other purchases that Xbox and Microsoft have made recently, you know, buying even like Bethesda Studios and making all these moves. They haven't necessarily had a history of, like, making these exclusive. I remember, you know, all the way back when they bought Mojang, the makers of Minecraft, people were, like, really afraid, especially with me playing on PS4, that they were going to end up making, like, Minecraft an Xbox exclusive game or something like that, right? So there has been a lot of these different concerns, I would say, in the past. But I don't think that this is necessarily the worry here. I don't think that this is really the big issue here, because I don't see them doing that. I mean, financially, it doesn't really make sense. I mean, I don't think Discord is really enough to get people to buy the new Xbox. I don't think it's enough to really, you know, prioritize any of their products over another, especially when it's just going to leave room at that point for a competitor to come along and take that spot. So my personal fear and issue with this really revolves around the treatment of Skype. Now, I don't know how many of you actually ever used Skype in its prime, but before Microsoft ended up buying Skype, it actually was like the number one chatting software for things like this, right? I think a lot of what Discord is now is kind of what Skype was in its prime, right? Like, Discord kind of stepped in and took that spot, you know, shared with the TeamSpeak spot, I guess, too. And that's the kind of thing that you're dealing with here, right? Is the potential that they could end up messing this up. They could end up destroying this app. Now, obviously, a lot of people who play video games, and at this point, even people who don't play video games, rely on Discord for communication. So if Xbox comes and fucks this up, you know, like, where do people turn, right? Where do people go? And I mean, Skype was completely butchered by Microsoft, man. I mean, having Skype on your computer in 2021 is definitely, it's weird, right? I have it for specific reasons, but it just isn't even close to the same thing. It's not the same product. The user experience is worse. I don't really enjoy Skype. And Microsoft, I think, was a pretty big reason why Skype ended up dying down. I mean, of course, some of it did come from Discord kind of surging and whatnot, but I feel like Skype could have been treated better. And if Microsoft gets their hands on Discord now, like, what's the future of this platform? Does it end up disappearing? Now, a lot of people have been joking, and this is kind of funny, you know, where are all the Discord moderators going to go and the weirdos and everything? Because, I mean, Discord, it seems like, has also unfortunately garnered a reputation of being a place where these fucking oddballs of society can kind of hide out. You know, they can, be predators and weird stuff on Discord pretty easily. And so a lot of people have been making jokes about that and stuff, which, you know, yeah, haha, yeah, it's kind of funny, right? Like, oh, where's the big fat Discord moderator and all that shit gonna go? I get the joke and everything, but for people like me who just like regularly play video games and stuff and use the platform a lot, I mean, it definitely is gonna suck if Microsoft gets a hold of them and something happens, but thankfully that's no guarantee. There's also talks of them going public, and I think honestly that would make a lot more sense for Discord. Sure, they could use a lot of the resources that Microsoft has in a purchase. It would be guaranteed money, guaranteed security, things like that, but Discord, I think, has the potential to expand beyond what it even is now. Being valuated at $7 billion, you know, that's pretty impressive, right? That's a very impressive figure to pull for a company, and on the upside of things, I think they can pass that $10 billion purchase value mark that Microsoft is putting on them. Because Discord in only a few short years has come to where it is now, right? I mean, I started using Discord back in very late 2016, very early 2017, when it was still pretty much in its infancy. And to see how far it's come in that time, right? Like, I definitely have no doubts that it could expand beyond what Microsoft thinks it is right now. So I guess we'll kind of have to wait and see with that, but also it would allow them to kind of, you know, retain pretty much all the control over their brand, over the company. I mean, if they do a big sale to Microsoft, right, like they own Discord, right? Like the other people, they don't really have much of a say. But if you stay independent, you just do an IPO. I mean, Discord, I think, is going to do well on the market anyway. I think Discord's going to end up being a pretty good stock, even though it's not profitable yet, simply because of the fact that it's growing so well, it's growing so fast, it's building up a pretty solid user base, even outside of the gaming realm. But as of right now, this is all information that we just don't know. So I don't know if this is going to be something that we're going to watch develop over time or what's going to go on with that, but I don't know. With that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, waiting to see if Discord's getting bought out, and signing out.